Have you ever wondered whether this life, this moment right now, is truly real? Or could it be part of something larger, something hidden, like a simulation? Simulation theory has become one of the most fascinating ideas of our time. It appears in philosophy, science, even in our daily conversations when we feel that strange déjà vu, or when reality feels too perfectly orchestrated to be random. But this isn't just a theory about technology or computer codes. It's a mirror, one that reflects how we live, what we value, and the way we choose to spend the fleeting time we are given. Today, let's journey into the heart of simulation theory, not only to explore whether we might be living inside a computer, but to ask a deeper question. What does this perspective teach us about how to live? The idea itself is ancient, though we use modern words. Philosophers in Greece asked if the world we perceive is only shadows on a cave wall. Hindu and Buddhist traditions spoke of Maya, the illusion of reality. And today, thinkers like Nick Bostrom argue that if civilizations advance far enough, they could run computer simulations so realistic that the people inside them would never know. Think of it this way. If technology continues to grow, then one day it might be possible to create entire worlds in a computer, populated with conscious beings who believe they're real. And if that's true, what's to say we aren't already inside one? But before we get lost in code and hypotheticals, pause for a moment. Whether the universe is a simulation or not, the effect on your life can be the same. It asks you to reflect. If this world is constructed, whether by nature, by a higher power, or by advanced programmers, then every moment, every choice, every relationship carries even more meaning. Why does this idea resonate so deeply with us? Because on some level, we already feel that reality is fragile. We sense how easily things slip away. Youth, moments of joy, even the people we love. Simulation theory shines a light on that fragility. It reminds us that the world may not be what it seems, and that realization can either make us fearful or free us. When you see life as possibly simulated, you begin to see it as a precious gift, because even if it is a simulation, this is the only one you've got. Imagine this. You're inside a highly advanced virtual reality headset. The experience is so vivid. You feel the warmth of the sun, the taste of food, the laughter of friends. Hours go by, days even, and soon you forget you're wearing a headset at all. Then someone whispers, "This isn't real." How would that change the way you behave? Would you cherish each moment more? Would you take risks, follow your passions, love more deeply? Because you realize this version of reality is temporary. Now step back and ask, isn't that already true of life itself? Whether or not we're in a simulation, our time here is limited. One day, the program ends. And knowing that, shouldn't we live with more presence, more courage, more gratitude? Simulation theory isn't only about technology, it's about self-reflection. If life is a simulation, then perhaps challenges are built into it, not as punishments, but as tests. When you face setbacks, you can see them as part of the design, a chance to learn, to grow, to evolve. Think of every frustration as a hidden lesson, every heartbreak as a chance to deepen your understanding of love, every failure as an invitation to resilience. Just as a video game is designed to stretch you, so too might life be. And if life isn't a simulation, the lesson is still the same. Growth comes through difficulty. Meaning is forged through experience. and wisdom is born from reflection. So how should we live if reality itself might be an illusion? The answer is deceptively simple: by being fully present. Too often, we move through life as if on autopilot, scrolling, worrying, chasing things we can't control. But if this is all a simulation, then presence is the one true act of rebellion. To pause, to breathe, to notice the way light falls on a wall, the sound of laughter, the way your heart races when you feel love. Mindfulness transforms a potentially simulated life into a meaningful one. It reminds you that even if the stage is artificial, the experience is still real. Simulation theory encourages us to ask, if this is temporary, what truly matters? Does it matter how many things we own or how many titles we collect? Or does it matter more how deeply we connect with others, how much kindness we show, how honestly we live? When you reflect this way, priorities shift. The small annoyances lose their grip. The endless chase for external validation becomes less urgent. What rises to the surface are the timeless things: love, curiosity, wisdom, creativity, compassion. So, are we living in a computer? Maybe. Maybe not. But perhaps that's the wrong question. The real question is, how will you live, knowing that life, simulated or not, is fleeting, mysterious, and precious? You don't need to solve the mystery to live a meaningful life. You only need to stay awake to the wonder of it, to reflect on your choices, to embrace the growth hidden in challenges, and to love with an open heart. Because at the end of the day, the purpose of the simulation, or of life itself, may not be to find out who programmed it, but to discover who you become within it. So, next time you look at the sky, or share a smile, or feel the weight of your own breath, remember this: whether this world is base reality or simulation, this moment is yours, and that is reason enough to live fully. If this reflection sparked something within you, take a moment to pause and subscribe to Mind's Echo. Together, we'll continue exploring life's greatest mysteries, from consciousness to free will, from ancient wisdom to the future of humanity. Until next time, stay curious, stay mindful, and keep listening for the echoes within your own mind.